Welcome back to another episode here on Kapp Tech. In this episode we will look at 3 strange but true stories about government officials that you never knew about. These include kidnapping, murder, and a world leader who went missing forever. Do I now have you so curious that you can hardly stand it? Well, here's a hint. Forget about Trump stories involving prostitution, PP parties or the roosties. Here's 3 real-life political stories that will blow your freaking mind. Did Roger Stone make the list? No. Blago, oh get real. Flynn not even close. Comey, and other impeachment-related crap. Oh come on, that is boring, plus you all already heard about it. Now folks, as tempting as it might be for me to count one of my local politicians on this list, such as the former Ottawa, Illinois mayor who was known to clip his toenails on his desk back when he was a high school teacher, or even the current Ottawa mayoral regime and their efforts to collect sales tax on cars that Ottawa's citizens bought out of town, none of these indiscretions could really compete with our top 3. So I originally intended to dedicate this video to our newest subscribers, since Kapp Tech is now within spitting distance of the 100 subscriber mark. Originally I intended to choose a topic that appealed more to all of you. I mean, considering my next large project will not be of mass appeal, featuring a cross-country train trip full-length documentary, and even that won't be released until late March. Before it will finally be time to dive back into familiar topics such as hillbilly boating and the ever-controversial River Festival. But then I went out the other day and was accidentally puked on at freaking lunchtime by a motorcycle dude, and after I didn't even get a free beer out of the incident. I thought, well crap, I'm just going to dedicate the next damn video to myself instead. Incidentally, not even counting the times that it's happened in the line of fatherhood. I've now been puked upon once by a stranger and peed upon by a lady friend who we will only refer to here by her alias, Miss Weingarten. Long story short here people, unless you were recently puked on by someone who isn't yourself or your own kids, then I'm just going to dedicate this video to myself. Anyway, last time I heard an opening this darn awkward, I was at the Peru Comedy Club and the MC actually introduced the first comic by saying, and I quote, "This guy's got no arms, no legs, but one heck of a sense of humor." And finally, after much ado, that now brings us to 3 strange but true stories about government officials that you never knew about. At number 3, let us start with the kidnapping, shall we? This one happened recently and it happened on US soil. Dateline September 2019. Gary City Council President Ron Brewer was arrested in East Chicago over allegations that he tracked down his stolen vehicle one night, then fired a gun at 2 teenagers and kidnapped and drove one of the teens to Gary. Quick sidebar for some random trivia here. Michael Jackson is originally from Gary. Next at number 2, let's talk murder. Merritt de Klerk was the First Lady of South Africa, as the wife of State President Frederick Willem de Klerk, from 1989 to 1994. She was also a politician of the former governing National Party in her own right. De Klerk was murdered in her Cape Town home in 2001. Prior to that, her marriage ended in 1996 with Frederick Willem de Klerk announcing on freaking Valentine's Day that he intended to divorce his wife of 37 years. Merritt was opposed to the divorce. "If you change your mind, I'll forgive everything," she told her soon-to-be ex-husband. However, he replied, "I'm certain about my decision. Stop hoping." The dude eventually married his next wife a week after his divorce to Merritt was official. And while it was originally reported that the former First Lady had taken her own life, her killer turned out to be a security guard in the luxury secure complex where Merritt was living. Lastly, let's talk about the missing world leader. Dateline December 1967. Harold Holt, Prime Minister of Australia, disappeared while swimming in the sea near Portsea, Victoria. An enormous search operation was mounted, but his body was never recovered. Holt was eventually declared dead in absentia, and his memorial service 5 days later was attended by many world leaders. While it is generally agreed that his disappearance was a simple case of an accidental drowning, a number of conspiracy theories have surfaced nevertheless. most famously that he was collected by a Chinese submarine. The end. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. If you really want to dive into Kapp Tech balls deep, please feel free to reach out for a quote on your custom video. Here's a few ideas. How about a video resume, video business card, dating profile video, training video, mockumentary video about that weird friend, whatever your pleasure within reason.